Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing tonight? Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It's February 13th. It's approximately 8 o'clock in the evening, somewhere around there. I just got home. I basically just took it easy today. I was off work today, so I basically slept in as long as I could, and then I just kind of got up and tootled around the house a little bit and made some coffee and played around on the interwebs for a bit. Contacted a couple of friends, left messages and whatnot. And then I talked to my daughter. I had gotten a couple of Valentine's Day gifts for my grandkids and for her. So I told her I wanted to bring her a Valentine's Day present over today. So that's what I did. And then when we was there, the girls wanted to watch the movie Home, which is about this little alien coming to Earth and all that. It's a cute little movie. It really is. It ended really good. I was happy with it. So we ended up watching that. And then Kelsey got in the kitchen and was preparing dinner. I didn't even realize she was making dinner. I kind of thought she was, but next thing you know, they're serving me up a plate of food. And so I had dinner and got to watch a movie with my girls, got to give them my presents. I got lots of loves and hugs and kisses given to them, as well as getting them from the girls. And yeah, and I just came home and decided I'd make a video. It's been a minute since so I figured I better go ahead and do it. Since the last time I made a video, I've noticed I've gotten a couple more subscribers, which is cool. Over the last week or so, I've met some people in some of the chats that have been around, and I want to welcome those folks to my page. I have been following them as well and trying to keep up with their information. I got a couple of things on my heart that I want to share. And I don't want this to be a Debbie Downer post, but it might turn out to be that. But I'm not really in a Debbie Downer kind of mood. But I want to get this information out of my chest. And give you all a little bit of a background on me. I was raised in a narcissistic home. Here in the last few weeks, I've been trying to figure out between my parents who was the one that was the most narcissistic. And I believe I've narrowed it down to my mother. My dad was the one that was there for me. He was the one that always hugged me, kissed me, loved on me, showed some sort of empathy. My mother, no. No hugs, no cuddles, no loves, no kisses, no you're doing a good job or anything. I had somebody kind of tell me the other day that some of my mother's narcissistic traits have rubbed off on me. But honestly, I think the difference between a narcissist and somebody that's not a narcissist is empathy. And I do have empathy in my heart. And I do have the ability to cry. And I do have the ability to show emotion. Most narcissists don't. They don't show emotion at all. So no, I'm not a narcissist to that person that tried to say I was. Another thing is, I found out here on these booby-tubby streets that there's people out there that'll say one thing, their actions don't line up with their words. It's those people I'm trying to avoid. And if I run across those people, I have no problems with drawing a line in the sand and letting those people completely go out of my life. 100%. And if that takes me blocking them on this channel, blocking them from using my that I once communicated with them on, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. I don't put up with BS. I don't put up with people playing games. I don't put up with people that they might not agree with you, so that's cool. I don't need people to agree with me, you know? And I do respect everybody's opinion. But then when a person whose opinion differs from yours, their channel, and then tries to make a video or a post, in essence, kind of about you and the situation, I'm done. Because that's the one thing I don't do, is if somebody disagrees with me, I just cut it off. I won't say disagrees with me. But if somebody plays games with me, then I'm just going to cut it off. Completely, 100%. Period. You know? I'm not going to come on my page and make a ton of buttload of posts trying to call these people out without using their names. No, I'm the type of person, I don't care. I'll use their names. If I'm going to call somebody out, I'm going to call them out. Period. End of discussion. Now, for this video, I'm not going to call them out on this video because that wasn't the intention of this video. My intention of this video was basically just to say that I'm not a narcissist, and just because I don't have the same beliefs as you doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. And just because I've stood up and speak out for myself doesn't make me a bad person either. And just because I do have boundaries, I'm not a bad person. And these people that I've blocked, they're not bad people either. I just don't want to be around that energy anymore. I don't want to be around any of those people that deem themselves holier than thou. Regardless if it's in the Christian circles, regardless if it's in the truther circles, regardless if it's in the New Age circles, regardless if it's in the spiritual circles. It doesn't matter to me. If somebody comes across to me with a holier than thou kind of attitude, bye. Don't waste my time and don't let the door hit you on the way out. And that's my attitude. That's just my feelings, you know? Nobody's going to change my mind on that. I went through too many years of narcissistic abuse from my mother. I'm not going to put up with any kind of abuse, narcissistic or non-narcissistic abuse from anybody. If you have a problem come and talk to me about it directly. But don't say one thing and then do another. And get your own household in order before you're trying to tell somebody else how to run their household. It's what it comes down to as well. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine specifically per se, as far as like a partner, but my Valentines are my daughter, my granddaughters, and my grandson. And I got all four of them a gift. I bought my daughter this like beautiful, I showed you pictures of it. I bought my daughter this beautiful, it's like a globe, a clear, it looks like a crystal ball, but it has a rose inside of it. And it's inside water. So it's this rose, it's a real rose that's inside water. It's beautiful. I don't know if it's 100% water in there or if it's a mixture of water and some other stuff to keep the rose alive. But the one I bought for her is purple. and has a little air bubble in it. And they had purple, red. Let's see what else colors did they have? They had purple, red, orange, and pink, I think it was. So I bought her that. It's a rose that'll never die. Then I got my little grandgirls. I got them each a little tie. Stuffy. His little stuffy. One's name's Tasha, and one's Tia or something like that. But they're little pink and white, spotted, little furry type animals. And then I bought my grandson Finn. I bought him a dog, and it was holding a heart. I wanted to get him a little hedgehog, but as usual, I didn't buy one in time, and I waited today for the last minute, and I go in the store, and they're all gone. So one of my co-workers bought the last of what we had of the hedgehogs, and I think we had 3 or 4 of them left, and he bought them all. If he'd have been there today, I would have begged him to let me buy one from him. But that's, that's the way the chips fall, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I got Ben a little dog, which is fine. It's about the same size as this little frog that he's got, too. So, yeah. That's what I did today. And then I'm off work tomorrow. Then I go back to work Thursday. And then I work Friday. And then I'll be off Saturday. I switched my schedule around this week a little bit. Because they have a food bank on Saturday that I'm going to go to. I used to go to this food bank years ago when Kelsey was little. And they give you pretty good food. They're working on a point system. Everybody gets 100 points. They give everybody meat, frozen foods, etc. They give you like a bag of that. And then with your other 100 points that you're given, you can get the rest of your food that you choose. So you can pick out like canned goods. I think it depends on the can or what the canned good is, but I think they're only like 2 to 3 points a can. And then there's other things, like just all sorts of variety of food, and they put points on them, and you shop until you use your 100 points. You can get whatever you want up to your 100 points. So yeah, we're going to go there on Saturday and check that out, because honestly, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I was working 32 hours, but now they've dropped me to 30 hours a week. So I work 3 8-hour shifts and 1 4-hour shift, or 1 6-hour shift. I'm off 3 days a week. I'm trying to decide if I should just try to pick up another part-time job to go with this job, or if I should just try to find another full-time job completely 100% with a new company. But the problem is, it's not, if it was here in town, it would be awesome, wonderful, and amazing. But there's not a lot of jobs here in town to pick and choose from. So if you want to go work for a corporation or job that you might have a better chance of getting, you have to look in the next town over, which is like Norman or Noble. Even though Noble's a small town, there's not a lot of opportunities in that town either. I have tried to get on at some dispensaries before. I've applied at different dispensaries, but to no avail. They don't want me. They always say they want experienced bud tenders, but what about those people that want to work in the industry but never have worked in the industry? Because they were never given the opportunity to do so. Myself, I've got all sorts of cashier, customer service, money handling experience. I know how to weigh out bud as well. I know how to sell products, and I know how to try out products and describe them to customers to get them to buy said products. But that's really what I'm looking to get into. But honestly, they don't pay much more than, say, a regular cashier job. Like right now, I'm making $12 an hour. Most bed tenders, some bed tender jobs start out at 10 an hour, some start out at 12, some start out at 14. If you're working in a processing plant, or doing some trim work, something of that nature, then you're going to make a little bit more money. But I make $12 an hour, work 30 hours a week. My bring home pay is about $300 a week. That's $1,200 a month. My bills are about $1,000 a month. That's my rent, my cell phone, my car insurance, and my electric bill. This month, my electric bill wasn't that bad. It was less than the $100 that I've allotted for it. Because I allot $100 for my electric. I pay $90 for my phone. I pay $175 for my car insurance a month. And my rent's $650 a month. So if there's anybody else, or if there's anybody out there that would like to wish me a happy Valentine's Day, and want to cash at me some money, my cash app is $ Brown Eyed Girl 69, just the way it's spelled, on like it is in my screen name. That's my cash app, and I believe my cash app information's in my description box, in the About Me section on my page. So if anybody's feeling generous and wants to help a sister out, I won't say no. And I would be more than appreciative and grateful for any assistance possible. Because $200 a month to live on, that's $50 a week for groceries, gas in my car, and non-food supplies. It's not a lot, is it? Especially with the price of groceries. I can't even go in and buy a loaf of bread, milk, and, a couple of basic necessities for $20. It's ridiculous. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out, what my next move is, and try to create that opportunity, or try to create that position that I want so desperately to come available and give me 40 hours a week, $15 an hour, I'll be happy. I'm not looking to be rich, like stinking filthy rich. I just want to be able to pay my bills and have money left over each month. I want to be able to pay my bills, stock up my refrigerator and cabinets with food for the month, have enough gas for my car to get me to and fro. And then have a little extra, to maybe go out to eat once a week, or give myself a treat, once a week. Not food-wise, but maybe go get a pedicure, or buy myself something that makes me feel good, Makes me feel better, whether it's buying more candles, or incense, or weed. I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to always be having to watch my bottom dollar because of the fact that I don't have enough bottom dollars to spend, Anyway, I've been rambling for about 20 minutes going on here, and hope everybody's doing well. I hope the weather wherever you are is treating you well. I hope that everybody is blessed with health and wellness of the mind and soul, body, spirit, and blessed with the things that they need. Because that's the one thing that I have noticed, and I don't complain, is because I have everything I need. I might not have all the things I want, but I definitely always have the things I need. But it still comes down to the fact that I keep penny pitching, Every penny I see on the ground, I pick it up. Yeah, you darn straight. Daryl put that in me when I was homeless. If you see a penny or a coin on the ground, you pick that sucker up because they all add up. But, you know, I'd like to have a little bit more freedom with my spending money. You know, I'd like to be able to not have to tighten the belt so much, so to speak. You know, like a little more wiggle room. Anyways, peace, love, hugs, nugs, and much love, everybody. Y'all have a beautiful and amazing evening, a beautiful and amazing day. Have a happy Valentine's if you're already celebrating that day. And if you're waiting for it to arrive tomorrow, like I am on the 14th. Even though it's just another day in the book, but it's also another day for me to have an excuse to lavish my loved ones with gifts just because. Anyways, until the next time, y'all have a good evening, and I'm out.